Page 3, In the Alps. At the top of the page, they're discussing passing the thumb under a black key. In this case, they're using second finger on the black key. So it's like so. You have any black key, and your thumb's going to play the white key. And you're crossing the thumb under it. The idea is to get used to that motion and to be able to do it easily without thinking about it too much, without even looking at the keyboard. Both hands, it's important. You can do them at the same time. And learn to do that well. Don't do any twisting with the wrists or the arms or anything. You just relax and sticking the thumb under. It's just here, that's all. It's not very far. And we do this in the Alps, but this is an important move in piano, so we need to get good at this. They refer you at the bottom of the page to some drills on page 89 in the back of the book. That's fine if that's what you want. That's what the book uses. I won't go against it, but I use the scales for this. Now on the scales, you don't cross over just from index finger. You actually use third or fourth finger. But if you can do third or fourth finger, you can certainly do second finger. It's easier. Let's talk about this piece. 3/4 time in the key of C major. And right at the beginning, we're seeing crossing under the thumb, or the thumb is crossing under. So it's 1, 2, 1. This gives us a chance to practice this. And the next one, you're not crossing under. And then in the next line, it's crossing under. Because you've got to be able to go either way, right? Not a problem, I hope. In the left hand, last measure, second line, you're down here. Second finger on the G, because in the next measure you got to come up to a C, so you're really in this position. And that's where they're at. Third finger, and then next measure, fourth finger. And then they introduce a treble clef, so you got to go up to an F. Like so. Then go down to the last two measures. Left hand, you're going to hold that C down. It's a dotted half note tied to a quarter note. And then the thumb, while you're holding the C down, thumb, index finger, and thumb. The right hand's doing something similar because it's got the C it's got to hold down, and this thumb. So together, like so. Repeat side at the end, then you play it twice. I'd like to play through this slowly and have you play it with me, just to check the notes and the rhythms and all. Because it's a little weird with this rhythm, because it has a 2-beat pickup. The first measure only has 2 counts in it. So the last measure has 1, so put them together. Yeah, okay, we're good. And it's 2, 3, 1. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Remember, it's in 3/4 time, sort of like a waltz. And when you put the hands together, they're sort of talking to each other. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. Like so. Lift up the hand at the end of each phrase. Now you don't play the last note staccato. It gets its full value. You just lift the hand up so we get the rests in there. Now dynamic wise, they're not doing a lot with dynamics. It's sort of a medium soft, and then you have these arrows to get louder and softer. So at the beginning, you start out medium soft. Now there's an accent on the A. It's unnecessary. They want the natural accent, the 1, 2, 3. You feel it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Don't give it a harsh accent. Just a light accent, if you will. And you're crescendoing, so it's ba 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 ba, and you stay up there. And the last measure, you have that accent on the first beat. Again, it's really should be a natural accent, not feel it, because you should feel that accent in the left hand too. So it's 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2, and that's what we need to feel as we do this. Second line in the last two measures, you're coming down. Come down, but feel that natural accent. Get louder at the end, and then come down together. Practice the dynamics. They add a lot to the piece, but put them in. Learn the notes and the rhythms and the fingerings and all that first. Then go ahead and concentrate on the dynamics and all. So I'm going to give us 4 counts, a full 3 counts plus 1, and let's just play this together slowly. We are going to play it twice since it's repeated. So your right hand goes here, left hand's here. Here we go. 1 2 3 go.